There is a new Cold War going on, but the weird thing is that it's not about capitalism versus communism, or even about freedom and democracy versus authoritarianism anymore. It is about those who accept gay marriage and transgender rights, and multiculturalism, and those who don't. I know it's hard to believe, but this seems to be the most important topic right now for the American empire. The other day, Biden tweeted a really weird message about transgender children, which would be just creepy if the creep wasn't also the president of the USA. But the madness goes even further. Now, in the US and the UK, and perhaps other countries, if you rape and murder someone, and then you say you're a woman, you get sent to a women's prison, where you can get to rape some more. The other day, Estonia legalized same-sex marriage. It is likely that other Baltic countries will be next, and then Poland, and then the whole of Eastern Europe. Because that's what America wants. They are also pressuring Japan and South Korea to do it. Honestly, I don't know why this is so important, as it really affects just a small minority of people. Traditionally, less than 3.5% people in any society are gay, and even less than 0.5% are transgender. Although some say the numbers have increased now. It could be something in the water. It's interesting that they call this marriage equality, framing it as if it was just a question of making everybody equal. That's how they sell it. But that's not really what it's about. I know this might surprise some people, but marriage is not about sex.
Take my wife, please!
Marriage is about raising children. Sure, companionship too, and there are some married couples who don't have children, but mostly, let's admit it, it's about raising children. And two men together or two women together cannot have a biological child between them. It's really that simple. The whole two moms or two dads thing doesn't really exist. And even when there are such artificial arrangements, it's not healthy for the child. I'm sorry if gays feel bad because they can't reproduce, but it's not about them. It's about what's best for the child.
Hail Satan! Hail Satan!
In any case, in a normal, sane world, this would be just a minor issue that should be up to each country to decide. But now it has really become the dividing line, the new Iron Curtain between the West and the rest. That and multiculturalism. That's the other thing that they push all the time. Now, both things are self-defeating because one leads to lower birth rates and the other leads to population replacement. So even if the West wins, it's a Pyrrhic victory. And look, I am mostly pro-West. I don't want to live in Russia or in China, much less in the Muslim world. I'm a Christian Catholic and I grew up in a more normal West. But on the other hand, I don't like the modern Western world either, and much less the people who rule it. I don't really like that most people in the West now seem to have tattoos and piercing all over their bodies and believe that there are 60 genders. But that's what it means being part of the West now. When was the peak of Western civilization? The 1950s? The 1930s? The 1920s? The 1800s? Whenever it was, it is long past now. And I imagine that even those who are in favor of NATO and American imperialism must feel at least a little bit embarrassed thinking, well, is this really what this is all about? Are we ready to make a world war for gay sex? What a strange time to be alive.